Phil,
Kenny?
do you remember the old days when you guys would come in, like we just launched something with you, get it going, and then you come in and want to know how it's doing, where it was, and you have all this list of questions, and I give you the look of like, piss off because I don't have time to run around trying to figure all this stuff out. How many stores is it in? Well, it's supposed to be in this many, Phil. Kenny, I can't see it all in these stores. Phil, get your people, go and find out which stores it's in. Remember all those conversations where to get data on something just listed or just running, everything just took forever to get an answer. Everything.
And it was frustrating. All of it was frustrating because I'd be frustrated at you because you couldn't get me the answers I want. You'd be frustrated because you didn't understand why I just didn't throw more resources at this. But either way, neither of us ever got the answers that we ever wanted.
Exactly. Tons of paperwork, took forever. And by the time we got the data, who cared anyway? Well, you know what, Mr. Chang? Those days are over. Field Agent just launched Marketplace. You want to know what it is, Phil? Because I know you're dying to ask me. It's a self-serve platform where brands of any size can launch tasks on demand.
Okay. So I can test packaging, pricing. I check promotions to see if they're set up correctly.
Buddy, all of it. And super quick. You can do it within minutes. And you can target by location, demographics. You can get photos, feedback, and the data is in one easy peasy, easy to read dashboard. Super, super easy. Best part, no minimums, no setup fees. You pay for the data you collect, and that's it.
Perfect for small brands that we talk to all the time, sales team, marketers, anyone who needs quick, real-world insights. I like
True data now. Not in a week, not in a month. If you're so inclined on a Friday afternoon like we are now, and you wanted to probably start it tomorrow or Sunday, guess what? You can do it. None of this 15-year delay, and before you know it, the world's turned over 3 times. Incredible.
If you're interested, check it out at www.fieldagentcanada.com/marketplace.
Hey, welcome to This Commerce Life, an unscripted podcast that focuses on the stories behind small and independent Canadian retail and Canadian CPG.
What we try and do is deliver or pull out the story of our guests and give them to you. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly of retail and CPG in Canada. We're filling a need because we think that retail is hard on the best of days, but it's also a wonderful, wonderful place to grow up and make your living.
We also think that the industry, nor the people that inadvertently find themselves in the industry, really understand the industry at all. They don't really understand what goes on behind the scenes.
So listen to us, Phil and Kenny. We'll unravel it for you. We'll give you the story. We'll give you the story behind the story.
Hey guys, Phil here. Something different today. What you're about to hear is recordings from 3 days of Anuga trade show here in Germany. We're in Cologne, Germany. And the first two are Kenny and I were on our drive home, day 1 and day 2, the 4th and the 5th. And then what you're going to hear is a segue into an interview with Matt and Kim Lebeau and Luca, from one of Matt's suppliers, really wonderful pasta company. So hopefully you find this interesting. We figured mid-show, it's actually, kind of lined up really nicely. The sound is good. And then the topics are quite interesting, we think. So hopefully you find this interesting. Thanks. Thanks for listening.
What's the matter?
Okay. This is going on the fucking recording. But, okay, so I didn't get a free ticket.
Right.
It's a fucking receipt, and it's a fucking receipt. Ticket. So that guy paid, he just didn't get his receipts. So they print you 2 fucking receipts for 1 parking ticket.
So is this valid now or not?
This is valid now because I just paid for it, I think.
Well, we don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe we're going to find out. They're getting other people's receipts.
And then one guy came in and he's like, "Where did you get the ticket?" And I was like, "What do you mean? You got it when you came in?" He goes, "No, when I came in, they said just go."
I don't think we needed it when we came in. We probably could have just grabbed it. Well, no, because then what time would you get?
No, because then you can't get out.
Yeah, because it doesn't have time.
No.
Oh, hey, look.
What the?
Go, because it probably just read the barcode.
Oh, maybe. I don't understand.
Before anybody finds out.
Kenny, how can they be good at so many things and bad at others? Okay.
What? Who's talking?
It said north.
Oh, we're on the thing.
200 meters. Merge onto B55A.
Yes, ma'am. Don't stop there. That's a bad
Honestly,
place to
fucking-
stop.
People got no fucking sense.
Honestly.
Jesus, Louises.
Good Lord.
Okay.
So, we're coming out from a trade show. We're coming out from Anuga.
People are
3 kilometers.
stupid.
Take the A3-A4 exit toward Frankfurt am Main.
Yeah, relax.
Oh, am I supposed to do this? Am I
No.
supposed to turn?
No, 2.6 kilometers.
Oh, okay, all right.
If you want to turn, you can turn, but I don't know where
Look,
we're going to go.
there's a multi-story music store.
Holy shit, that thing's huge.
We need to go there.
Let me go check that out later if you want.
That's so cool. Tomorrow, not
It's
today.
kind of cool. Yeah, no.
Today we're in the search of spatzel.
No, it was an extra word. What the hell did they call it? It's Spetzel, but it's not Spetzel. It's Spetzel on steroids.
Spetzel.
That's what it sounded like.
We're in the mood for very special spetzel. I am not turning here, right?
No, she'll tell you.
I don't know if I'm gonna. Oh no, I'm not. Okay.
No,
I can stay here.
the lady on the thing will tell you.
There's a jammed traffic. What is a traffic jam in German?
Kasspetzel?
Kaspetzel is a traffic jam, or it's
I don't
the
know.
special spetzel?
The special Spetzel. Who goes with the traffic jam? What are you going to do? You going to move it?
I don't know. I
The
asked what
Spetzel
it
we
was
can
called.
find. At least that's a
No, I want to know
normal one.
what a traffic jam is called in German.
Traffic jam. Except they'll say very angry and lots of harshness.
I'm going Brook Merheim,
You're going to
or
go-
number 8.
No, you went to Frankfurt AM.
Okay.
3 and 4.
Okay. Okay. So, Phil Kenny, we're on. We're recording because we
Because we had nothing else to do.
we had we came across the pond, so we're a little bit out of our element. Normally, we're a Canadian podcast, but we're a Canadian podcast in Germany at the moment.
We're in Cologne.
We're in Cologne,
Heading to Bonn.
and we're in Cologne because the Anuga trade show is here. If you don't know what it is, it's an enormous. We'll talk about that in a second, but it's an enormous
It's a
trade
beast.
show. That we came to see.
It's international. Everybody's here.
yeah,
like in
we
terms
wanted
of
to track
all
some
countries
trends.
represented, lots of countries.
Yeah, lots of countries we saw.
That last one was, that was Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Not for anything. And if there's Bulgarian people listening, no offense intended, but I did not see that as being like the innovative capital of, like in my head. You know what I mean? It's not
like
not.
it's-
You need to stay in that lane.
Oh, we need to
At
be
3
in
and
this
4.
lane? Sorry. So sorry, this episode might be punctuated with some swearing and
I'm not swearing.
Kenny yelling at me for
You got to pay
traffic
attention. That's
violations.
what you got to do. I think
300
this
meters. Take the A3-A4 exit toward Frankfurt am Main.
Is that this one?
has got to be 300. I would think so. Yeah,
Is it-
take
no,
it.
no, it's not this one.
Soft
It's
one?
not that one. It's the next one. There, see? No, because
3,
that was
4.
like a
yeah,
hard.
3, 4.
No, I was looking at that one. There was another
I
exit
couldn't-
there.
I couldn't
Then
see.
swipe right onto the A3 ramp.
Okay, yes, we got it. Day 3 round.
Okay, sorry. So yeah.
And you're gonna stay to the.
So we are driving in Germany. So
Then merge onto A3.
And we're not paying attention. That's the problem. You know what? That's why I don't like these stupid apps, because you stop reading, you stop thinking.
because but we're fine here. We actually did quite well this morning. But so we just saw a plant-based product that is actually out of Bulgaria that we saw.
Was it plant-based?
Yeah, it's a vegan plant-based.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't see that.
Full diet replacement.
Yeah,
product.
what's a meal replacement?
Yeah.
That's it. Well, it's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah. And then it's funny because you and I went because of the meal replacement part, and his first question to us was,
Continue on A3
is
for 2
plant-based big?
kilometers.
Oh, see,
Which surprised us both.
I heard him ask that, but I didn't know what it was related. I thought he was
Oh,
just
no,
asking.
it was 100% because he's got vegan on his label.
Oh, I didn't even read it.
Yeah.
Didn't even read it.
Oh, no, it's a solid white, so I can't go.
But if it's,
Oh,
I
I
don't
guess
care
it
if it's
merges
solid or
anyway.
not, you're gonna go.
It merges anyway.
this is on the recording.
Yeah.
Kenny did not just advocate something.
I'm 100%
illegal.
advocated that if this is when we're tourists. We're going to play the tourist card. 100%. In a kilometer and a half, you got to make a right. Or stay to the right. On 28.
28. Autobahn.
Yeah. Anyway, back to that. I just didn't expect it out of Bulgaria. And not for any reason. It's just because I still think old Eastern Bloc and that kind of thing. And you just don't think,
Yeah.
you know,
plant-based
the
is
Western
thing.
bias maybe
Yeah,
it would be. I just wouldn't think, okay, first plant-based for sure. And two, you know, not something, you know, that made the trend list in the presentation from that woman,
Yep,
right? I
yep.
honestly, that would have, if someone said, "Oh my God, you know, you're going to see something really cool from Bulgaria," I would have thought, okay, sure, really what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, you know,
Yeah.
and it might be this lane. There was two signs here.
What,
Right?
are we tracking 4 though? Because this is the lane for 4. Right? Because you need me to go 4. No?
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is right.
Well, if it's not this one, it's going to be the one on the left. So we'll read
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. A little bit easier. So this is kind of what you expected for the show, right?
What's that?
Like the size of this show.
The size is the size. Yeah, it's a big show. I mean, honestly, it's just a big show. You want to get into the bond lane, I think. Oh, hang on.
No, they're both bomb. But this is 4.
Oh, yeah. Stay here.
Right? Because you said 3, 4, and then you said 4.
Yeah,
So
4.
Yeah.
Anyway, the size of the show is the size of the show. What I did notice, in my 2 cents, seemed to be way more vendors than non-vendors,
Yep.
right? And obviously, as you like, people got my like. So, if our Canadian listeners, when you do trade show, do a trade show. Be engaged. If people aren't stopping, get off your phone. Don't sit in the chair waiting. Get up, interrupt. The few people that interrupt us, we actually stopped.
Yep. Yep.
Right? I hate that. I don't like, if you're going to be there, be there.
Yep.
Like, you know, engage in people.
So I'll give you my reactions too, because I've not been to Anuga before,
It's a beast.
and it's enormous. I've been to Fancy Food in New York,
In
and this is
400
probably
meters at the interchange
3 to 4 times the
Triangle,
size.
At
of
least
that.
3 times,
use the
I would
right
say.
turn to
At least
follow
3
signs
times.
for a forward toward
And Fancy
opposite
Food's a big
lane.
show. That's a big show.
So if you're
It's not a whole meat
if you're
pavilion.
a
At the interchange 28 Triad Cologne Weimar, use the right 2 lanes to follow signs for a forward toward Aachen. Then use the right 2
Okay.
lanes to turn slightly right onto the A4 ramp.
okay.
Just stay out here.
So if you're Vancouver based, Vancouver Convention, that building
That's meat.
that was just the meat.
Just meat.
Juice was
And not
twice
meat.
that size.
Meat, processed meat.
Yeah. So juice was twice that size.
Yeah. Well,
Meat,
maybe not twice, but like the CHFA size, it was probably
The
juice.
deli was
Yeah, about
and
the
then,
same.
Well, no, but juice was
Use the right 2
two.
lanes to turn slightly
Juice
right
was
onto the
2
A4
sections.
ramp.
Remember, it was the one floor 8, and then we took it a hallway to another.
Continue for 8
That was
thing,
kilometers.
and
that
that
went
was
to
still
7
juice.
though. Well, it might have been remnants of a few. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
anyway.
So
It's
anyway,
just
so
big.
so like
It's
we
just
basically walked like 4 CHFAs today.
And we were only here for half a day.
Yeah, and like so, yeah, interesting. Lots of big vendors. We saw the Canadian pork and beef guys. Met a Bulgarian meal replacement,
Which I
vegan
still
meal
find that funny,
replacement,
yeah.
which I
And well
think is kinda
packaged, like
cool.
nice packaging.
Yeah,
clean.
yeah, really nice. Yeah, but interesting show. Enormous.
China had a lot of
a
space.
lot of people. China had its own pavilion.
Jeez.
Like it's actually its own convention
Well, but with
center.
the amount of,
and-
they could have
yeah.
done one whole section just China.
Yeah,
But
well,
from what we've seen so far,
I
we're
think
not even done.
They did, right? Like
It was
they-
huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
yeah, yeah.
And 6 clicks, 555 is what we're looking for.
Okay.
I just, to me, it was the busyness, and I wonder if because we were both saying that.
So it didn't feel that busy.
I wonder if
there
it is
were
a
lot of
global
parts
thing. I
that
wonder if
weren't-
there's,
yeah.
because even the woman who did the presentation, you know, it's never, ever, ever in a show that I've ever been to, in the 30 years I've been to shows, nobody has ever said the word tariff.
Yeah.
First words out of her mouth, you know, and geopolitical issues, which we have a lot right now, clearly, and then the tariffs, and it was just the tone is thinking, okay, it's not just us in Canada who are trying to figure out what the hell's happening.
Like, I guess I don't know. I mean, obviously, like both of us follow world politics and stuff, but I don't know what
There's
the.
construction ahead.
I don't know what the Chinese. To be clear, I don't know what that announcement is about. Kenny and I have not broken any rules, despite what
No,
Kenny
it said
said
construction
earlier.
was coming up, Ed.
Is that
Or
what is that?
congestion, yeah.
Construction?
Construction or
I thought it
congestion.
said inspection.
No, congestion or something like that.
You know, this is how we flout rules. So
Worry
in case
about
you
it.
get this recording and we don't show up again,
Yeah, we're
somebody
here.
call the bond police. And
There's
see if they
no
can
bond
post
police.
bail.
Everybody's happy. As happy as.
But I just
They
wonder
can be.
what the Chinese relationship is with the rest of the world. Like, I wonder, because the Chinese pavilion was very empty.
I don't.
Like, it was very, very
I still
empty.
think that's because I think that's a European issue, though. Europeans are very funny in that they will view their standards, which to some degree I would assume they are, pretty high. And I don't think there's a trust issue. I think when it comes to food and ingestibles, when it comes to China, rightly or wrongly, you know how many years it took China to get off? They make shitty products, and they don't make shitty products. They make some of the best products on the planet.
Yep.
Better than anybody.
Yeah.
Right? But on
Yeah.
food, I still think it's one of those funny areas that, even as Canadians, our trust level is different when it comes to that.
Anyway,
Right?
we
So
were
anyway, that's my
surprised.
point.
If somebody else
Yeah.
knows why, like, chime in. But we were definitely surprised at how quiet,
It was quiet.
the Chinese pavilion was.
But that's was the rest of it, Phil. There
particular.
wasn't anything hopping.
I think the concourse was
The
pretty.
concourse,
hopping.
because that was the startups. That was a cool
and then
spot.
the startups and the innovation was cool. Both of those were cool for sure.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. We haven't done true CPG yet, so I'm assuming that'll be.
Yeah.
And that could be
Yeah.
we ordered meats, like meats,
In
then
3 kilometers, at the
other
interchange
meats.
12 Cruise Colne.
So
Yeah.
maybe it was
Use
just the
exit
wrong
from the right
pavilions
lane.
for
Yeah.
Follow signs for
traffic today. I don't know.
455 toward
Yeah.
Bond Road Attrition.
Yeah, but I thought like, I'm thrilled to bits to be here.
No, it's
And
all
then,
cool. It's always good. What the hell?
It is kind of cool, like being able to see what we see. Just
Oh, we're really lucky. We get to do this stuff.
yeah. On that note, like, thank you to listeners, right? Because without you guys, we wouldn't be here.
No. My God.
So we're hoping to kind of bring you some interesting trends and things like that, and that's why we're here, right? Is we know that right now, like, the American, we always look to the South a lot for things that are hot in the market that we may want to innovate on or bring up here that they can't do or that nobody's done yet. And then we know that people are going to have to look elsewhere, right? Because right now the Canadian-American relationship is a tough one.
I think the Americans with anybody in the world is a tough one. So I think even that's why there's going to be people here hunting, right? Europeans are looking for other sources.
Funny enough, too, like every American that we've met has apologized for being American.
Do you see those guys from Chicago?
Yeah. Nicest
Right?
people, right? Like, and we
where are you
we
from?
didn't,
Vancouver, Toronto.
yeah.
Oh, where are you from? Chicago. Well, that's really north.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know where Chicago is. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's not, we didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And they were already apologetic.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah. Well, and
which is
the
kind of nice.
Californian that we met on the train
He
yesterday,
apologized right away.
and he was right away like, "So sorry, we're American, but
Yeah, we're thinking it's okay.
Like, and they were like nice people. Like, we weren't. I don't
No,
think
we
we were
didn't say a
throwing.
word. We
weren't throwing shade or anything.
Nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, funny.
Yeah, just funny, strange.
Well, so the show was busier today too.
Ooh, show was not busier. Show was way busier.
Yeah. So
Different show.
yeah, yesterday we came and we could park wherever we wanted. Today we got here at 10:30, and we were parking top of the parking structure,
Yeah, other side.
other side, pretty far away. Like, I think we're part of the wave that probably filled up that parking lot.
Yesterday,
Full.
that parking lot was maybe 20% full.
Yeah. Today,
Even our side had
capacity-
room. It was jammed.
Today, capacity. Yeah.
Jammed.
Yeah. And then the show was packed in a lot of places. We met some cool people. So we met, I've got them in
So
my
what do you think?
back
This is 28 or
pocket.
no?
No, I don't think so. I think you're going to
No,
stay
1.7.
here.
Forget.
Yeah.
20 miles.
Yeah. So we met these guys called Cookie Cup.
Which is that? Oh, the spoon and the stir
Best
stick we
Tech
could eat.
and Quebec. I'm sure I just butchered that hard.
I think you probably just butchered the hell out of that one.
Sorry, guys. But they make a cookie cup, and they make it's called
There's a
Friendly.
5-minute congestion on the A59 in 3 kilometers.
So
You're
we met
still on the best route.
So we met the Friendly guys who make disposable or edible utensils, forks, knives. No,
like more
forks,
for coffee
spoons.
bars, ice cream places,
stir
sticks. I really like it.
And they're kind of not like, when we say that, I guess for Canadians you think of like like cookie straws and weird pasta straws and things like that.
No, this is edible.
This is
and it's
not like,
bad.
so think of it like a hard tack cracker, if you will.
Yeah.
And so they kind of make like, cute, like not cute, but actually like good sized spoons for ice cream, for example. Or they have little ones that are almost like the paddles that you would get with a little, if you're a kid and you're a little bit older, getting swirly ice cream at the convenience store. Kind of those flat paddle sticks that go with it as well. So, so you're going to 4. Yeah.
Stay here.
Yeah. So we met those guys. Those are probably by far the most.
That was interesting. I mean, I don't know how it would apply. Like, I don't know in our country, like, would that be allowed, not allowed?
Yeah.
I think it's interesting though. I really did. I thought that was kind of cool.
We met. There's a surprising amount
In
of
400 meters at the interchange 28 Dreieck Cologne Weimar, keep right and follow signs for A4 toward Aachen, Cologne Süd.
There was a surprising amount of kombucha.
Dreieck Cologne Weimar, keep right and follow signs for A4 toward Aachen. Then use the left 2 lanes to turn slightly left onto the A59 ramp.
Google's wanting to be involved, but there's still a surprising amount of kind of surprising amount of probiotics that were there. I think that's something. There's kind of an aha moment for us because
the left 2 lanes to turn slightly left onto the A59 ramp.
Because we're surprised that I guess the rest of the world doing quite a few things that we are also
for 20
doing.
Kilometers.
Right, that Canadians are also doing.
Yeah, and I don't know if we were first, they were first.
Yeah,
they're growing. We're not. I'm really not sure. Right, which is kind of the interesting part.
There's some similarities, like you think of functional beverages,
lots of functional beverages,
kefirs and probiotics. We were surprised that again, if you're from that part of the world, I think this is just ignorance on our part, right?
Yeah.
But like the Bulgarians are doing some amazing things in probiotics, right? We were surprised at that. The meal replacement guys that we looked at yesterday,
Bulgarian again,
also Bulgarian.
And the packaging, that fruit we saw with Bulgaria, it's
saw,
not stuff I would have thought of.
Kind of like glass jar preserved peaches, for example.
Beautiful.
Really beautiful stuff, and all kind of, preserved, kind of done by Bulgarians as well. So that was surprising to us. And then I think the other one that maybe was less of a surprise, but still a surprise was the Spanish, right? They had a lot of
Spanish
breadth.
stuff.
Olives to pomegranate to
the oils, the usual
the
stuff,
oils,
right? But,
the usual stuff, but quite a few things that that they're into that are really similar to us. They're northeastern region. The story that those vendors carry is really similar to what
like the Okanagan,
Kelowna,
or the Niagara Valley, I guess, right?
The
I'm
Niagara
assuming
Valley
there,
might kind of weave as a story. So interesting because there's a bunch of things that are really similar about us that kind of made us sit up and take notice.
Yeah, I mean, again, it could be just that we're just not that bright or we're just not up to date, but I thought it was fascinating. There was countries that had more representation than I wouldn't have thought. Yeah. We're in Europe, so clearly I get it, but I don't see a lot of Romanian things. Lots of booths there.
Yeah.
We don't. There's a lot of Ukrainian, considering the issues they're going through.
Yeah.
Egypt. We don't get any Egypt in Vancouver. I don't know what you guys get.
We do some,
Just interesting. Yeah. I just thought, wow, the show's big. Holy shit.
But I was surprised by all of that. I was surprised by, what else was I surprised by? I think packaging continues to surprise and delight me. I liked.
Continue on B8 for 3 kilometers.
Yeah, see? So now we're doing it. So I like that. I like packaging. Lots of innovative bottles.
There's a lot of nice packaging.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of, and then there was a lot of stuff that made no sense.
Yeah. I think, so one of the takeaways I think for brands in Canada might be that the rest of the world is doing what we do. But it's also a reason to be here because the rest of the world is looking for, because I think the takeaway is like what we do in the NAG region, Kelowna, like specifically in regards to things like fruit and fruit products, fruit byproducts, fruit.
They're doing it here too.
They're doing it here
And
in
in some
Germany,
cases, maybe farther ahead.
But I think the point globally is people are looking for these things.
Absolutely.
So there was a lot of like, quite a few of the brands that we talked to had interest from places like Iran and, you know, like that kind of EMEA region, like all of those areas. Lots of strong interest in these products, right? So I think there's definitely play here, and there's definitely kind of the ability to make sure that you're out in the open. So I think if you're wondering about it, it's something that you should think about and look at.
I'd even do it this way in my head. If you're thinking that, you know, still sort of going south in Canada, talking like we head to the States, to be honest with you, I would strongly recommend you hop on a plane to one of these shows. Don't get a table. Nobody's saying to get a table, right? It's more.
You're going straight.
Okay,
You're going straight.
It said this 1.3 kilometers. That's why. I don't know how to read. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to drive and direct, and that's not working. Anyway, what I think you do is you walk a show like this. Mm-hmm. It would cost the same as buying a table, let's say at Expo. Not say don't go to Expo, but I would suggest that like this would be cool because I think the odds of going to Europe or other parts are a little easier right now in my head than going to the States. This might be a really cool way. If you'd walk the show as your own brand, you'd be seen and think, holy, a lot of people are doing this, or I never thought of doing it that way, or whatever it is. Like I think these are, in particular this show, but it's a beast, eh? It's so big.
It's so we walked we thought we walked a third of the show yesterday. You're going straight.
Not quite.
We didn't quite walk it.
Not quite.
Because we realized that some of the floors that we were on had lowers and uppers.
Yeah.
So I think today we may have gotten to, if we don't discover something new tomorrow, which we may, is I think we got to about half the show.
No. Today I think we almost finished the show. We only got to building 10 left.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
I just, because we bombed through some of it too, right? But I mean, yeah, I really didn't realize how big the show was.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd been to this one before, but it's years ago.
Yeah.
It's gotten really big.
Yeah.
Really big.
But I do think, really, I think it's worth it. So one is, we did see that. I think the second thing is, when you're starting to build out where you want to go and how you want to get there, we talk about this a lot in our courses and stuff like that, but, you have to kind of talk about things like how many stores and things like that. And so we were talking to a brand today about where she might want to see her product, but really kind of no concept of what European retailers look like, right? And so she's a high-end product, wanted to get her product into Lidl, for example, Lidl, Lidl, for example. And Lidl is a
it's a discounter.
Leading class discounter, right? Like they are very good at
400
discounting.
meters, use any lane to turn left onto Kennedy Strasse, signs for A59, Cologne.
So you can do that to get back on the highway. If you want to just take this road all the way down, you can do that too.
Well, this takes. Where do you want to go? Do you want to stay in the 8? I don't mind staying on the 8. I can make a decision now. Though.
Stay on the 8.
Okay.
Stay on the 8.
Use
I think you stay on the 8. You can. I think you can do it later, or not at all.
We'll see something different anyway.
Yeah,
I don't care about seeing the autobahn.
So, So I think, and she didn't know anything, so she was like, "Well, Lidl gets me into a lot of stores," and we're like, "Yes, but if you want to sell it for $1 or €1, not
continue on B8 for 3 kilometers.
I think one of the things
4 or 5 euros, right? So you really need to
know your products and know where you
Yeah.
belong. This is what
Yeah.
we talk about. If you think about
Yeah.
it, when we talk about, especially at the beginning with a lot of folks, after costing, is you need to figure out where you need to be or want to be. It dictates how you position your product, right? You can't just willy-nilly just pick all retailers.
Yep.
It doesn't work.
Yep.
Right? And one size does not fit all in a lot of our games. So if, let's say that person decided to go to Lidl, what do?
Yeah.
It's like launching a product in Winners. It's not a bad retailer.
Yeah.
But you've set a
you gotta
tone
be
and a price.
You got to be clear about what you're trying to do.
Right. Is that where you
Yeah.
want to end up?
Yeah.
Or did you want to be high end? If you want to be high end, in my head, probably not the smartest move.
Yeah. So it's just kind of knowing, but there is opportunity over here.
Sure, there's lots.
There are some really cool places that you can be. We were in a tiny little German organic market that was really pretty.
Yeah, kind of like so like a Goodness Me would be, or like in your side of the world, or like a really mini Whole Foods maybe on our side, maybe a Donald's, like if you're in the Lower Mainland. I don't know, something like very cool kind of thing,
yeah,
right?
very cool.
Different.
Yeah, very cool. But you really, so I think I'm with Kenny. I would encourage it. I think it would open your eyes a little too. Like
I think so too.
When you'd be talking to people that are not in the same industry but not in the same marketplace, right? It would help you understand some things. You also start to understand like how we talked to one lady who, where is she from? I can't even remember now. One of the first juices we were talking to.
Oh,
The
they
one
were
that was in
Armenian
Walmart.
or Albanian, one of the two. I think they were Armenian.
Yeah, and they were in Walmart, and as soon as she said Walmart, we kind of went, oh,
Why
okay.
change? Because I'm not interested.
Yeah, awesome, and she kind of didn't understand because in her world, Walmart is kind of the retailer of choice, right? Like, or they're the only kind of national player, if you will, and so she kind of didn't understand what we didn't understand, and what she couldn't understand from us is, that Loblaws is,
Walmart.
Walmart is the everyday low price, right? So, once you're there, it's hard to come up and make money.
Because she was trying to impress upon us
Correct.
the cost of her product to get to the retail of Walmart. And I'm trying to explain to her, I'm not interested in Walmart's retail.
Yeah.
I want a retail 50% higher than Walmart, which means I have to go backwards. But now you've set the price of your product in my country to Walmart.
Yeah.
So how do I get, I think it was going to be $3.99. I wanted $5.99.
Yeah.
Well, how do I get there now?
Yeah.
Right? You're searching online.
you know-
We're dead before we start.
So I think it's some of those things like you just gotta,
In 500 meters at the
kinda keep an
roundabout,
eye on.
continue straight
You're
to
gonna
stay
go
on
straight.
Frankfurter Strasse.
second turn.
So anyway, I think
Yeah.
why you do the show, so I guess we're really trying to impress. I think there's a time and a place where you skip the cost of a show to display at and go on a show to learn stuff. Especially if, because again, we are having some challenges with our neighbors. Europe might be our next neighbor. You might want to come out and see what they look like. Because the stores are different, cities are different, countries are different. That's, I guess, what the whole crux of that was, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I learned a lot today. I just saw a lot of stuff that I didn't, and probably a lot of misconceptions and just straight ignorance as to the market of some of these countries or what they were actually capable of doing.
Yeah.
Listen, I've never thought of Armenia, never thought of Bulgaria, never thought of Romania. Not them, but you always think Italy, Germany, France, Spain.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. There's a lot of really cool things coming out of these other countries that we wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah.
I found it really interesting.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot.
I really thought it was really interesting.
Okay,
Oh,
so
it felt so nice sitting down.
Are you okay?
Oh, I like.
Awesome. So I think we wanted to get together and just talk about what you guys see in the show. Maybe what we'll do is, it's Phil and Kenny. We're at Anuga, and then do you guys just want to introduce yourselves, Matt? Yeah, go for it. You're recording.
Hey, Matt Lebeau here. We run a sales agency based out of the Toronto market. Team all over Canada. We're here in Germany trying to find trends and see what's up and coming in specialty and fine foods to bring back to Canada from a trend perspective, from a supplier perspective, and Today we're here sitting at one of our suppliers, Felicetti Pasta from the Dolomite Mountains. We just had the opportunity to do a facility tour in the last few days. Their facility is state-of-the-art, fully automated, from flour being taken off the truck through to products being palletized. People are there just with clipboards checking off to make sure the system's running smoothly. Never seen such automation before, and very proud to be representing this brand in Canada.
It helps that they feed you the whole
And
time
they
you're
feed
here.
me at shows quite well. And in Toronto and Vancouver, we have a chef that cooks meals. We've become a bit famous, similar to what you can't see here on the podcast,
Yeah.
but we have a chef cooking for everyone that walks by. And we do the same thing in Vancouver and Toronto. We bring in high-end chefs.
Amazing.
And we do amazing gourmet meals
Amazing.
with pasta, so
Yeah.
people can really get a sense of what you can do with these products.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Hello, I'm Kim Lebeau, and I am the Vice President at Lebeau Excel, and I'm in charge of the Mass Food and Drug team. What am I doing here? Again, we're looking for trends, understanding if there's any new partnerships we can bring back to Canada, and then even taking a look at our partners in Canada and is there any opportunities for them over here. So I'll refer back to Felicetti as an example. So they're taking all of our Canadian kamut, because the kamut in Canada is some of the best kamut in the world, and we're sending those raw materials over to Felicetti. Felicetti's manufacturing it here, so really sustaining our economy while bringing that old world traditional pasta making to life. So the best of both worlds.
Amazing.
And my name is Luca Felicetti. I'm hosting you today, apparently, at our stand.
Thank you for hosting.
Thank you, by the way.
And I'm very glad to have you here. And I'm part of the 5th generation of Felicetti, Pastificio Felicetti. We're, as we said, in the Italian Dolomites. We produce pasta at 1,000 meters above the sea level in the middle of the mountains, in an environment that many wouldn't directly connect to pasta making, but we think we have two ingredients there that you cannot get anywhere in the world: fresh mountain air and fresh water directly from the springs. So those two, you can move semolina around and produce pasta anywhere in the world, but those two ingredients are two that you cannot get anywhere in the world. So
Amazing.
So yeah, we're very happy here at Anuga. It has been a good fair so far. We've seen a lot of people, a lot of interest in the product, and we're steadily growing in Europe, in some Central European countries, but in the US as well, and Canada also, thanks to the partnership with Lebeau. And yeah, we're introducing. We brought the whole line of pasta to showcase. We have a chef, as you said, who's making some fantastic dishes and attract people all over the world and get some interest into the world of Felicetti.
I like it. And you've been feeding us.
Yes,
Amazing.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'll
can't
continue
complain.
feeding you as well.
Nothing wrong with that either.
Thank you. We appreciate it. How's the show been so far? What have you guys seen?
It is the largest show I've been to. The scale of Anaheim,
It's ridiculous.
there's 9 halls in Anaheim, 3 days, you can't see it all. And my memory of Anaheim was like 85,000
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
This is 150,000 people, 8,000 exhibitors.
I think it's got to be triple the exhibitors.
It's on a
It's
scale.
ridiculous. I forgot how big.
Me too. And it's 5 days. So, I mean, if you were to be here for 5 days, you might be able to see it all.
Oh, you're
Who can
exhausted.
afford 5 days off work to do this and not keep up with their email?
But
And,
even 5 days to absorb
oh,
everything at this show, like we've been through a couple of floors, and I can see us going. Have we been we know that we did it in an order. We kind of ticked off halls, but there are moments you kind of look at booths and go, were we here?
Yeah.
I think we were here. We're maybe.
You get lost so quickly here.
Yeah.
all 11. But
Yeah.
there's 11.
1 and 2.
2 and
I
3.
know.
They're literally stacked on top of each other.
I know. Well, we learned that on the second day.
Yeah.
We're walking by stuff thinking, We did 5.
Yeah.
Not that 5. The other 5.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Seriously, it's great. I've forgotten how big this was. Because I've been to Anuga before in Sea Isle. I don't remember being this big.
It's my first
this
time.
is big.
We were just walking around like
Big.
You know,
It's incredible.
deers with our eyes wide open
Yeah,
on
it's
day
just
one,
crazy.
just going.
It's
wow,
just crazy.
Didn't even get your bearings. Where are you? How do
Yeah.
you get from each hall?
Yeah.
It's enormous.
It's
So have
I'm
you
glad
seen
that we
anything?
did our
Trends
research
wise, yeah.
I'm
before
curious.
we got here.
Yeah,
So
do your
you
research.
almost have to make a list of, hey, here are your top 5 or 6 priorities, and if you can get those crossed off, here are the next nice to-dos, and then, you know what, like,
Yeah.
just because you have to make a list
It's
and
tough,
check it
though.
off.
It depends on what you come as. A distributor comes different than a broker. Like as a buyer, we're stuck walking all of it. Like I was thinking of if I was to do this as a buyer today, I think I'd be exhausted. I'm exhausted. I haven't done anything. But to be hunting,
Yeah,
there's so much here.
I agree with you.
Holy cheese. You can
So-
spend a day in the cheese pavilion.
You're literally good.
Thank you.
Trend wise, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, all the best of Europe is here for sure. You definitely have all of the gourmet meats from every country in Europe and Thailand, Korea. The Korean food, you know, influence is quite significant.
It's huge right now.
Happy to see the Palestine.
Yeah.
They had a whole pavilion just with Palestinian foods. But I think protein is probably the number one thing that's sticking in my mind. Where you know, us in North America, the supplement category, we're all used to this as a day to day, and protein has been a buzzword for quite a while. We're really starting to see that take root, where there's protein pasta, protein bars, protein chocolate we came across, and I've never seen that here before. That's really been more of a North American reality, and it's creeping in for sure.
Yeah. We were talking about that,
We
right?
were, yeah.
We feel like it's starting to come, but it's not.
As refined.
Yeah.
So
right?
what I find is, you know, we're pretty thoughtful about
Well done.
how we're implementing our protein. So we also want high protein but low sugar.
That's all right. That was just me because Kenny talks, and then we can't hear.
He's
anything
asking
else
me the
ever else.
ingredients of the pasta he's eating.
We've just been
because
given
we've
fresh
just been
plates
given
of
fresh
pasta.
foods.
we didn't mention that.
I want to know what I'm eating.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Please continue.
Sorry, I'm not sure where I left off, but yeah, so I feel like we're very intentional in North America right now about how we're integrating our protein, that we also want to make sure that it's low sugar, high fiber, where, you know, I think because it's on trend right now, we're seeing protein being put into applications, but it's still very high sugar. It's basically a regular product, and they're throwing more protein in it, but does it make sense? Is the taste profile right? Is the texture there? So
Yeah,
I
they're
do
still
feel
learning.
that we're a bit ahead of them, and they're still learning that part of the protein. Yeah.
I mean, if I can add as a producer, you know, of course we are. We do have a line in Canada with protein since quite a while already, because the request was there already a few years ago. But I cannot hide from you that here we have a mock-up of a packaging where we are probably going to introduce this product in Italy as well, because. But of course, what I've seen is a bit of shyness still towards this trend, because there's still no guarantee that it's just a trend, or is it here to stay? This almost maniacality of putting proteins everywhere, and you know, we do have this product. We have a fantastic product with chickpeas, flour mixed with our usual semolina, 100% Italian semolina, and this is why we're probably going to take a product that was originally made for another country and introduce it into our own country as well. This is probably a new scoop.
True, we did not know.
Yeah.
It was a Canada-only product.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah, because we've had that product now for, I think,
Two or three years. Yeah.
So yeah.
Does it cook similar?
yes, it does cook very similar. It is the only thing I find it has a a bit more floury
I was wondering the
texture.
The chickpea it's
Exactly.
funny, right? It's that
Yes.
not chalk. But
Yeah, exactly.
We have it in red lentil as well.
Yes.
And I would say we brought this to the market after watching the Canadian or the North American brands come in as gluten-free.
Yeah.
But we weren't sure that the protein consumer needed or wanted it to be gluten-free. And by adding durum wheat to it, it gives it a better pasta feel than some of the traditional protein pastas that are gluten-free. So I actually think it's a superior product from a mouthfeel perspective, a taste perspective. You're getting 17 or 18 grams of protein per serving, depending on the...
With the lentils, it's 21.
21, there you go. So
See, but that's the sophistication, right?
Yeah.
That
Correct.
you're talking about.
Correct.
That we seem to have over there. They don't seem to have here, right? Because right now they are where we were 5 years
you
ago,
got it.
maybe.
The market demand is not here yet.
Right? It was
Yeah.
like throw some protein in it.
Yeah.
What is it?
Well,
No.
sadly, if
Yeah.
you look at the North American consumption of Ozempic, I think we are at a
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
more expedient rate. And the reality is that Ozempic users need protein to make sure they're not losing that lean
Yeah.
muscle mass, because that's what that drug does,
Yeah,
as well
yeah,
as
yeah.
making you lose fat.
Yeah.
And I think it's just coming here. So it's protein is definitely advanced in North America as a result of GLP-1 drugs.
And it's not just Ozempic, but as a woman, and women's health is becoming front of mind. We're doing a lot more research
Finally.
about
Really
agreed.
finally, right?
Thank you.
Yeah,
yes. About premenopausal, menopausal, postmenopausal, and the amount of protein that women need during this time of their life to sustain, memory, all of these things. So protein, there's so many reasons, not just for, taking medications that make you deficient in other areas, but we're just, there's so much information coming out about women's health, about all sorts of different things, and just how important protein is to the body.
Women's health, I love. I actually haven't seen a lot of that at this show. I know this is a food show primarily. I haven't seen a lot of women's health.
Well, we can do a
Center.
whole other show just on the vitamins and supplements, and I have a few brands that could help you out there too. I might want to plug Air and Wellness.
I love that. We can do that. We'll get together. We'll
Part
sort that
two.
one out. No, we actually, I love that a lot. We should talk about that.
Absolutely, I love the
It's
opportunity.
actually a big deal. So
Very
yeah.
big deal.
That's really good.
Yeah. What else? What else in the show? What's
I want to know how to cook this pasta. Like, what kind of sugar do you use?
Oh, yeah.
Kenny's a little excited.
I'm curious.
No,
now,
I just
because
brought him
it's-
the protein.
I'm curious to see what it-
packs as well. I can ask the chef if he.
I'm not for anything. You know why?
That could be. That
Because
could
I'm
be
used
an
to, you know,
idea.
with
Look, if you want more pasta, just ask him for more pasta.
Yes, just
He's
order
been
more.
making
I don't want any
pasta,
more
but
pasta.
if
I
you-
just want to know how to make the pasta.
First, you start by pouring yourself a nice glass of vino.
He's already done that. No, like it's
I'll
White
I'll
sauce,
say
red
something
sauce.
controversial,
With
which
this.
is, being
like I said,
where we are in the
anything, but I'm
world, which
curious,
is north
if it-
of
you know,
the United States,
this
and
pasta.
the sheer power of their
This is
economy.
fun. So I'm always trying to understand. How's
Coming
it
here, where their
can
influence is
complement.
not quite as big,
What this adds with.
we have seen a shying away of the American pavilion. We watched that spot quite closely, and I would say there was less flow through there. And
Why?
I ultimately, people vote, and that is
That was
their
a
right.
joke.
No,
People can't see
but
it. so
we
it's-
got it.
Yeah,
I think the impact
For
of,
shits and giggles
of
there.
of the current administration's approach with tariffs and all of this is having a real impact on how people view the American culture, and it showing up in business, which was actually really shocking at the level at which I saw it here. Right? And being, all of our businesses are so tied to America, being
Yeah.
Canada
Yeah.
is so close, and so many of my vendors and some of my best friends are in the U.S. So, but yeah, it was watching it here was at a different scale, and I just was one of the big takeaways I
We
have
noticed
here.
that. We talked about
Yeah.
that today.
We did. Yeah.
We did. We talked about. We were just walking out personally. We were saying the same. Like it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's almost an apologetic approach from their side.
We've met more Americans here
Apologizing.
that have apologized for being American.
Right.
Which is not, and not that they don't want to be
Actually, never
American,
heard
but
that
they're not
Yeah.
proud of,
Yeah.
and they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not. I don't. Everybody seems to have an issue. I mean, if you want, pretty soon they're going to have to do a pavilion just for themselves, because it's not, the interaction isn't. We watched. I was curious to see, and it's not the same. It's just not. I mean, because you don't know any given Sunday.
Given here, we're
What's
talking
tomorrow's
about
tariff?
pasta. Before we got here, I heard from multiple pasta manufacturers that Trump has instituted another tariff on pasta outside of the U.S.
Sure.
105% tariff.
106.
106.
You may make it 110. We should
Yeah,
just go
But,
110. Call it a day.
I mean, here you are,
who cares after that?
artisans that have been doing this for hundreds and hundreds of years, and cutting off, by default, to force them to eat domestic
but they should
product
eat
that are
Barilla.
not. Yeah.
Eat the Barilla pasta. Enjoy your muck, and have a good time.
Yeah. So it's.
Seriously,
But
I have no
yeah.
sympathy for this one at all. Like, it pisses me off royally. It's so stupid.
Tariffs are a tough one. That's for
Stupid.
sure.
On the flip side of it, though, often when I've come to international shows, we'll say we're from Canada, and they're like, "Oh, you're a very small country." The bilingual packaging. There seems to be a lot of obstacles. This show, very different vibe.
True.
Everyone is open for business.
Yeah.
Everybody, I've not ever seen a show where everyone wants to have a conversation. Everyone wants to redefine how they're like. It's an open book now. It's like, let's explore this. So that's really
it's
refreshing.
Finally, it is, and I think unfortunately it's the way we got there that sucks. But it's a good thing we got there.
Agreed.
Because even Europe's not understanding. It's hard to deal with the one person we were all dealing with, because that was an important partner for most of this planet.
Yeah.
And we have to change. Europe needs to trade more within Europe, and they need to trade more with other people like Canadians and Australians or whoever, and we need to do the same. We rely on one place too much because they consume a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it
it's
was
too
easy.
easy.
Especially
It's too
for
easy for
us.
everybody.
Yeah.
For us,
Yeah.
it's way too easy. Way too easy.
Yeah.
And it's, a good learning lesson.
Yeah, it is a good learning lesson.
It's not fun, but we'll get through it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So I would say, out of all of the European shows that you and I have done, Matt, in the last few years, I feel like the opportunities that we're going home with, like we're on day 3 here, and we've got some substantial opportunities to dig into.
I'm feeling it too. I really am. That Armenian company we talked to, the Spaniards, like everybody all of a sudden it wasn't, that the label and what do we need to do?
Even if it's hard, let's just do it.
We weren't even bringing it up to that point.
Yeah.
It was, and they all know.
No.
We're not the easiest country to deal with, but
No.
we have
Canada
people that
has
will
its
spend
own-
money. We have people that do like the better things.
True.
We got budget people too. It's all good, but
Yeah.
we can bring some really nice foods. Like these pastas, which I'm trying to figure out how the hell to cook.
No, I will tell you afterwards. I cannot give all the secrets away on
Yeah, see, yeah,
on
we did.
recording.
One
You
podcast.
got none. What did you give us? You said it's coming. That's it. What am I going to do with that secret? It's coming. I got to know what to do with it.
No, true.
I'm going to be sitting in the store all anxious. I get anxiety. I don't know what to do.
Can I pick your brains? Because I think one of the things like our brands talk about a lot is like when you go to a trade show, what do, right? And one of the things that we've talked about, we were talking about this on the ride home last night, is a show like this for some of our brands where they're cutting edge on protein, on the way they upcycle fruit, which is not something that we've seen a lot of at this show.
True.
We feel like there's opportunity for them to be coming to these shows, not to exhibit necessarily, but to learn and then walk shows and understand. How do you guys prepare a little? Because I think there's some special sauce, and I don't want you to give it all away, but I do think that you guys are pros. You understand your business. You understand how to go about it. So I think the way you prepare, because there's like 10 football fields in here. Right? Like 11, or 12, or whatever the hell the number is, right?
Yeah.
Like 10, 11 football fields, 100,000 people.
Yeah.
How do you do this, right?
I'll begin by saying this was our first time here, so we probably weren't as prepared as we should have been. I'm going to use Anaheim as an example because it's another large-scale show where I really look at where are my vendors that I'm currently in business with, and we did that part here. And where are they from a perspective of, if I'm trying to walk the floor, I don't want to be zigzagging back and forth. I'm trying to do it in an orderly manner that allows me to see the maximum amount of products and people. So I really do map it out in advance before landing. Here I knew the booth numbers, but I didn't map it out because I had never been here before and I didn't have that sense, especially with the layered reality of this show where there's all 11, but there's all 11, 1, 2, and 3, which are literally floor 1, 2, and 3.
More football fields.
Until you've been here and seen that,
You don't get it.
No.
It's hard to explain to people.
but
Yeah.
I think it's an amazing opportunity for anybody that's at a scale where exporting is now, becoming a piece.
Yes.
Because,
Yeah.
everybody's turned to the U.S. from Canada as the first step. I don't know that that's the case anymore. I think Europe provides an amazing opportunity.
I agree.
And an amazingly welcoming community. They want to do business with Canada. I mean, Mark Carney's not spending a whole bunch of time here for nothing. He's been to France, he's been to Germany, he's been to
There's reasons for it. He
UK.
knows the people
He
here,
knows,
right?
He's
That's
super
it, man.
connected.
He's
and I think we
connected.
got to ride the coattails
Absolutely.
of our government and get in here.
Yeah,
And around the corner is Tutto Foods in Milan coming in May. Here we are in October of 2025. And then CL
In
is
CL,
coming up around the corner. So there's some really great opportunities for people to come and take a look, walk around. And,
We kind of thought that'd be important for a lot, especially for the smaller brands.
Yeah.
Because you get a lot of those too. You can't help some of them because they're just not there yet, or they just don't know enough.
Right.
The only way to learn things, you got to go
gotta
places.
go.
You
Yeah.
can't sit at home and sit on the internet. You got to walk a show. You want to see what's going on? Walk a show.
Yeah.
And a show like this, it costs you. We were saying, let's say it costs you $4,000 or $5,000 for a table back home.
Right.
Well, get a flight for $2,000. Get a couple of nights hotels for $1,000.
Yep.
You're $2,000 ahead. You're not going to sell anything, but you're going to learn a ton of shit. See what people are doing. See what packaging. Like every country's got different packaging.
In your category. What are
whatever.
people here doing in your category?
Exactly.
You may be
Maybe
able to
we can bring it home.
copy ideas, which is the biggest form of compliment.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
See what they're doing. Maybe they're.
Agreed.
I didn't realize kombucha was a big deal outside of the States or
In
Canada.
Bulgaria.
Is that?
In Bulgaria.
Seriously. There's kombucha all
Yeah,
over
yeah,
the place and not Canadian American.
True.
And lots of shelf stable, some not. I think this really stuff that, unless you go,
Yeah.
I didn't know it was. So maybe now you're a kombucha company in Canada thinking, maybe instead of going north-south, maybe I should just hop the pond.
We've seen that category evolve from just straight kombucha now to probiotic sodas and
the multitude of things.
Exactly. So we actually are a bit of a window for European suppliers.
I'm thinking the same thing.
In regards to that category.
Yeah,
I think we're
absolutely.
more advanced in kombucha.
So if you're a
than they are.
retailer on the hunt,
yes,
come walk a show with a broker.
You got it.
I'm not going to say any names, Matt, but Kim.
I don't know any.
Well, I was going to say that's the other part of getting organized for a show. Is
Yeah.
You find out before you come here, what are your retailers looking for? So ask those questions before you show
That's
up.
why I used to come, and I drag usually a distributor or a broker with me.
Yeah. And that's
right?
exactly
I would
it.
tell them there's a reason why it's not the worst thing in the world to, be sponsored by somebody.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I can't import this shit.
Yeah.
I got, at that time, 70, 80 stores. I don't have 1,000. So are you going to help me or what? Because I'm there and it's easy. It's a PO.
Yeah.
That's all vendors here. Everybody's ready to go, man. The business happens.
Yeah.
Buyers should come with people.
Yes, they
Walk
should.
the show with people.
Well, and we have a distributor here with us this trip.
And that's what you should be doing.
And we have 2 retailers here that
That's
we
how
spend
to
time
do
with
it.
on the
But
show
that's
floor.
how to
So
do it.
That was all pre-organized,
Yeah.
and
So that's, I
you know,
think,
we
the
had
important
specific
part, too.
meetings, and so that was part of the prep.
And then when you find brands where they're looking to get into that space, you've done the research and found a few brands that you feel fit your portfolio, bringing the distributor and the retailer, so you basically have all the parties in that booth having that
You kidding?
conversation, and it's magic.
No brainer, right?
Yeah.
Business is happening.
Yeah.
Happening.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I actually love that a lot.
Oh, this is the best way to do a show.
And we're having a Canada night on Tuesday night before everybody flies home to kick it off. So
Amazing.
There you go.
Amazing.
I'm not sure where that is yet, but we're doing it.
That's okay.
You'll get the invite.
It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. We'll be
All
there.
good, man.
Yeah. No, I love this.
When's Italian night?
Oh, Italian night is every night.
Every night's Italian. That's a good answer. You're a good boy, Luca. That's how you do it. Yes, that's exactly how Italians view the world.
No, did I represent it as
You
well?
did it perfectly, buddy
Perfect,
boy.
okay.
You did it perfectly. Can't argue it. Can't argue it.
Oh, man. I don't know. I don't have any.
No, I'm still waiting for the next round of pasta.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Just kidding. I'm
Lord.
joking. I am going to find out recipes for these two. High protein pasta. From the old country.
We'll talk
Come
with
on.
the chef afterwards.
Yeah, I'm curious.
And I'll let you know what.
What about you guys? Any other?
Any
other kind of thoughts? Random thoughts?
Yeah, we've come with some ideas, like, everybody knows Delicio pizza, pulled out of Canada.
Yeah.
And everybody rushed to try to fill that space. And Ethnic Foods has benefited that, but there's been lots of pizzas just shoved in the freezer without a lot of. So, in fact, that's almost 1 year later now, and now these category reviews are starting to come up, and what didn't work. So we actually have been looking at this space and going, hey, there's room for an appropriately priced European-style pizza. So we're working on this project.
Good.
Organic French fries is a void. We've had these supply chain issues in North America. My kids particularly love those hash browns that are breakfast patties.
Yeah.
They were out of stock for the longest
a
time.
long time.
And after digging past that a bit, it was a supply chain issue in North America around potatoes or production. I'm not sure exactly, but the Europeans definitely have an advanced fry game. French fries, all of these, all organic. So
very cool.
This is something that
even better product
Very
than what
cool.
we currently had on the shelves.
Yeah.
At a price point that is sometimes even lower.
Guys, Canadian and potatoes. What's the matter? Just
right.
No, you go where the opportunity is, right?
Yeah. We only know the problems, and we can provide
find a solution, right?
Exactly.
No, just because we grow potatoes doesn't mean we have the answers, right?
Exactly.
It just means we know how to grow things.
Well, the
Maybe the
European
potato
potatoes,
guy should come over.
It's a different species of potato here.
Yeah.
Definitely has a different mouthfeel, a different flavor profile.
Terroirs are different again. Climates are different. Winds are
got
different. Soils are different.
I love nothing more than a good old-fashioned PEI potato.
Absolutely.
But not every
I have
night.
to say that. I wasn't suggesting you be unpatriotic.
I might have a friend listening from PEI.
Who might take it as you're being PEI ironic. Patriotic.
Yeah, you're not allowed on the island. That's it. You're banned.
We'll let you know the secret, guys. He's background is Italian, so he's the pasta guy. I'm the potato guy.
True. she's the Irish, Scottish background,
right.
so she's the potato expert in our house.
We learned that about rice because I'm the rice guy, but I didn't know we did.
I didn't know we did rice in Canada.
Yes.
We found that out from.
That's one of our brands, Floating
The
Leaf
right
from
stuff.
Winnipeg.
Great stuff.
That's a third generation business as well.
We want him on the podcast too.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He's a great guy.
Matthew, right?
Matt
Yeah.
Matinsky.
Phenomenal guy.
We've had Italians on the podcast too, eh?
Really, I'm not the first Italian guest.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
I'm still very happy to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to be joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Guys, thank you for doing that.
Hey,
awesome,
thank
guys.
you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for sitting down and having some pasta with us.
Yeah, no, thank you for supplying the pasta and then
It's actually quite
the place
nice.
to sit and then,
The sitting was a really nice
No,
part
it's-
too. I just had to get off my feet.
yeah.
And then we've got 3 plates of pasta now.